Hello YouTube. You may be wondering why I have this old computer in front of me. After all, I did already do a video on it a couple videos ago, about a month ago. But why am I showing this again? It's the same computer. But it's not the same computer actually. This, if you will turn around to the back, the looks may deceive you. This computer is a project I just finished. If you remember from last video, this thing was pretty stock, had Windows XP. I can just open this up for you. It had a Pentium processor with Windows XP to be exact, but now it definitely doesn't have that anymore. It's got an Intel Core i7 with 16 gigs of RAM, a GeForce GTX 1060 graphics card, all new, everything's new. Pretty much the best cable management job I could do, given the case doesn't really have big, there's nothing in the back where you can do cable management. Given this case is 20 years old, I left the floppy drive in there for aesthetic, and also because if I took it out, I'd have to put a blank here because there'd be nothing in the front, so you could just stick things into the computer. And I didn't want to have to buy a blank or some, for this custom type of case. Who knows if they even make those anymore. But this is kind of my sleeper PC. I really like the design of these older cases. You may think I'm weird, but I mean, I just think they're kind of chill. They're kind of nostalgic. The front panel connectors, it did actually fit. It's just one connector. This is the power and reset button. And LEDs in the front right there. It's just all one connector, and the standard hasn't changed. It's a micro ATX motherboard. I did put a Wi-Fi card in there at the bottom. That's what those little antennas are sticking out the back. So I got Wi-Fi in this PC. The front USB connector does work. It's connected to one of the USB ports. It's probably a slow USB because the actual port itself is old, but it's connected to like a USB 2 port on the board. I have a new DVD drive because the one that was original was really loud, but also I couldn't even use it because it was the old parallel ATA style connector. So I got a SATA, and obviously this motherboard's too new, so I got a SATA compatible one. I also could not use the front panel audio connector because that's why I have it all tied up in this bundle of wires right here, because it uses like a Sound Blaster type of connector. So in order to use that, I have to get like a Sound Blaster audio card and stick it in the motherboard, and I didn't have room, nor could I find one at my micro center, so I'd have to get one on eBay. But also that means I couldn't use the video card. Not that I really need the video card, but I got the video card for free. It's a few years old. The video card is actually the oldest part of this computer besides the case. Everything else is basically brand new. It's got one of the NVMe, I believe it's a 500 gigabyte NVMe SSD down there. Why is my camera being junk? Yeah, it's down there. It's connected to the motherboard. And it's an Asus motherboard, a business class motherboard. It's not a gaming. I mean, I'm not a gamer at all, so I don't need anything fancy. I just need a computer that's going to be reliable. And I really like the aesthetic of this.